What's up, Hexagons? How's it going? What a wonderful day. Day after Christmas. Thank heavens we are past the holidays. As fun as they are, I'm always glad to get past them, right? Because then we can get back to business, back to being serious, as we always do here, right? We are serious. We have serious business to attend here in the Hex ecosystem. Man, there's some drama that is happening today with the Pulsechain. Also with Bitcoin, as you can see, we got some red in the market. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is happening. What's happening right now with Bitcoin. All right, there you guys go. Bitcoin down 4% today, 41,826. Why, Hexo? Why, well, you may ask? Is it down? Please tell me, Hexo, why is it down? Well, we'll get on that with just a second, but just realize it is down. MacD, look at this yellow going away from his partner. This is bearish, by the way. Once it crossed over here, it became bearish. And man, it could hit this zero mark and then bounce back off or continue to go down. I don't know. But let's hope it just stops right here over here at the 50 moving average, which would be about what, $40,000. So $40,000, not too bad. Let's hope it doesn't get clear down to where we said it was going to go possibly a couple weeks ago, which is clear down here at $30,000. Let's check out Hex. Hex is doing just about the same, actually way worse. Pulsechain down 6.85% today, 406.1. Let's see, pulsex down 7.72%, 401.6. And incentive token down 9.34% today, 56.1 cents. Phex 2 zeros, 9.5. It's down 9.45%. The biggest one, the biggest loser of the day of all of them. And ehex 0.005. So there you guys go. Half a penny over on ehex. Wreckage is happening right now. Sad to see it. I mean, we had such a good run yesterday. Let's check the chart on phex though, just to see what it's looking like. Look at that, guys. We got above the 52 moving average. This is why you don't trade, right? This is why you don't trade. Oh, we got above the 52. That means we're going up to the moon. No, this is why you don't trade. Look, we went up to 52 and it broke right back down to these, the support line at least. This is why you don't trade. And this is why, you know, trading is a goofy because somebody's going to sell. It doesn't matter if they're looking at the chart or not. Most people just sell, right? They let their emotions. This is a good chart to see after the fact of like, yeah, we were super emotional this day for whatever reason. I mean, there was probably a reason. Emotional this day, the emotional these days. These were good days. You know, that's pretty much, it's an emotion chart and it's past emotions. Pulsechain, probably not looking too much better. Yep, there you go. Actually, look at that. Bouncing off the 9 EMA. Not too bad. Still down, what, 7.5%? All right, so I guess there's been, you know, some stoppage. Some people weren't able to transact on the Pulsechain yesterday. They were getting stuck transactions. It was just sticking for the last, what, 12 or something hours. So let's read how to actually fix this as Pulse Dev Telegram regarding the gas issue. So there's something going on with the gas issues. Some people would say, oh, it's, you know, looks like we had 227 days of flawless operation, but today's zero. Guys, this is what happens with platforms like Ethereum, like any of these other ones. They run into these issues where transactions get stuck, they update the nodes, and then they run just fine. Like, maybe if you want to consider it zero, then you can consider it zero. If you want to consider it, 228 days today, you can as well. It doesn't really matter. Nobody lost any money because of it, right? From what I've seen, at least. Maybe you lost a little bit of Pulsechain because you did the transaction. But I remember on Ethereum, man, I got like 4 or 5 transactions that were reversed, or not reversed, but canceled or declined or whatever it was many times. And they weren't fractions of a penny. They were $5 to $50. So it's it's way worse when it's on an Ethereum, right? Like right now is the best time to get through these. I wouldn't call it a bug because I don't think it was a bug. I think that it was something else. But let's go ahead and take a look at how to fix it if you are experiencing this. So Julia.pls reposting from the Pulse Dev Telegram regarding gas issue. Guys, gas spike subsided. Bridge is processing again. Some bridge transactions that happened in the last 12 hours might take longer as bridge validators need to work through the backlog of blocks. For those still having problems now sending transactions, it's likely due to a gas estimate issue in MetaMask. Try using custom gas following the step in the picture. For gas, use the typical average on common day, 200,000 beat/GUI, and 100,000 for priority. Use a higher or lower number as you deem fit. So here you guys go. If you want to screenshot that, guys, obviously click the market. It's the market one, and make your go to advanced gas fees. Make it 200,000 to 100,000 beats. So there you guys go. 5 pulse to 2.5. So looks like it's working. There you guys go. It's not that big of a deal. Some people would say it's that big of a deal, but hey, it's working. Nobody lost any money, and these things happen, right? All right, you might be asking, why is the price going down? Well, there's this FUD that's going around that Mt. Gox creditors are starting to receive their payments. So the long-awaited repayments are finally rolling out to creditors of the defunct Bitcoin exchange Mt. Gox, guys. That's right, real money for the virtual currency losses. So the people that lost money 10 years ago are starting to receive their money. Mt. Gox, a Bitcoin exchange, it's the one that collapsed in 2014. Users' Bitcoin got locked up, creating digital drama that's been dragging on for almost a decade. So Reddit is exploding with posts from users claiming they're getting paid. Screenshots and joyous exclamations abound. Check out r/Mt. Gox insolvency for those posts if you want to check them out. So here's how they're paying it. Users are getting Japanese yen via PayPal. So it might not be a scam this time. It's not a Bitcoin bonanza though. Payments are partial. One user reported only getting $200 of a hope for $1,000. Expect more than one payment wave. There's a base repayment, an early lump sum, and intermediate repayment. It's like a financial trilogy. Hopefully, they don't come out with 4, 5, 6 first, and then 1, 2, 3 the second that really suck, and then 7, 8, 9 that are just awful. First whiff of a repayment plan as early as December 21st, users hinted at receiving payments. It's like a pre-Christmas miracle that they were getting them, guys. Nabakaki Kabuyaki Chachi, the big boss overseeing this financial saga, started emailing the creditors about repayment plans starting in 2023, and it looks like they are ahead of schedule, although we're at the end of 2023. So originally set for October 31st, 2023, the repayment deadline got spooky pushed to the same date in 2024. But hey, some early birds are still getting their worms already. They're not spilling the beans yet, though. Cointelegraph reached out, but Mt. Gox is keeping silent for now. So there you guys go. There's Mt. Gox nonsense. Do you believe some of these people? Maybe it's just FUD. I wonder if the Bitcoin guys are just like, it's FUD, don't listen to it. I don't know. I don't ever check out what the Bitcoin guys are doing. Honestly. All right. Well, I wanted to leave you guys with this. Richard Hart, he streamed last night, or not stream. He did a video yesterday. I posted it up on my YouTube channel. If you guys are seeing this, you can go check out his video that he got on there. Go check it out. Hit the likes, guys. It'd be smart of us to all hit the likes, because getting the word out there. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm just glad that he posted, so it shut the people up that were like, he's running and he's never gonna do a video again, or the crybabies that are saying, oh, this Hex isn't gonna pump unless Richard does a video. So guess what? Richard does a video. Where are we at today? Right? So let's all stop relying on Richard. One of the reasons why I took down the picture is because I would like to move away from old Richard, right? Like, I love the guy. He's my friend. He's actually a friend. I've hung out with him. But I think the Hex community and the Pulsechain community needs to move away from Richard Hart to succeed further, right? I think that he's the genius. He's the genius behind it. I think that he should be looked at like Satoshi, but I don't think that he should be looked at like we need him to pump our bags, right? That's my own thoughts on it. If you guys have any other thoughts, I'm sure you guys do. I always hear it in the comments. But yeah, just let me know. So yeah, I just think that we need to, let's move forward and let Satoshi Hart move on with his life, and we can just refer back to some of his videos that he's made before and show how the genius from him that he already has online. Let's just use those. But let's go ahead and listen to some of the things that he said about the SEC.
The SEC just recently, their lawyers were lying in a case, and the judge caught them in the lies and said, well, now that you've been caught in these lies, explain to me why I shouldn't sanction you and fine you directly. Fine the SEC lawyer that was lying to the court. And then you see all of his bosses at the SEC jump in there like, we're sorry, Your Honor. Please don't fine us, bro. Don't sanction us, bro. We're going to retrain everybody. And so I will let you guys know where to find these specific documents. This is only a couple days old. So then you see this guy's bosses at the SEC throwing him under the bus and throwing junior guys under the bus, if I remember correctly. Talking about how they're going to retrain all their litigators and how they're getting rid of that guy and they're putting in new guys. And you're like, hey, you know what? You wouldn't have all these problems if you just didn't lie to the judge. So you don't need to train your guys on how to not lie to the judge. And this isn't the only thing, right? The SEC's lost 4 of their last 5 cases in front of the Supreme Court.
So this makes me pretty confident that Richard, everybody was wondering, is Richard going to fight him or is he going to settle with him? Well, this should give you enough information that it's probably he's going to take on the SEC. He's not going to just let him push him around. He's actually going to fight these guys when he's actually served. He hasn't been served yet. If people want to say, oh, well, he's running from being served. Just because he lives somewhere and they don't know where he lives doesn't mean he's running, right? That doesn't mean he's running. It's just they're not doing they haven't done their due diligence like they want everybody else to do their due diligence about their cryptocurrencies, right? They don't know where he lives. They are subpoenaing, or they're throwing. Listen, they subpoenaed me, but they didn't subpoena me. They subpoenaed my father, my dad. They subpoenaed my dad when they did a subpoena on me. It just got delivered to my house. My dad doesn't. He's gotten some hex from me. He's never talked about it. It's pretty funny. So that's how it sounds like he's saying how incompetent these guys are. That they're not even. They're getting rulings against them now by Supreme Court and judges. So yeah, I don't think that he's gonna run from this one, guys.
Gary Gensler likes to go on television speaking outside of his capacity of the SEC. So he'll go in interviews with people and say that he's not speaking on behalf of the SEC. Well, buddy, that means you're speaking on behalf of yourself, which means it's actionable. Okay, you are speaking on behalf of yourself, and you are moving markets, and you are manipulating markets. You, Gary Gensler, are manipulating markets outside of your authority at the SEC, which means you are personally responsible. You hear me hedging the heck out of my language because I don't want to catch a case. Not financial advice, do your own research, no forward-looking statements. But you, buddy, you're on record teaching at MIT saying that 75% of tokens are not securities, and then you get a job, you got your round trip, you got your revolving door, you got your 16 years at Goldman Sachs, but now you get to regulate Goldman Sachs. That's a good round trip you got there, buddy. You get to defend all your friends that you make all your money with. Hey, where's all your money, Gary? It's with all your friends that you're helping out by screwing the competitors, right? So in Gary's world, and by the way, so I would love to see Gary Gensler catch a charge for his manipulating markets with his speech outside of his capacity at the SEC. I would love to see him catch a charge for violating his oath. I'd love to see people suing him directly because people don't understand. When the SEC attempts to call something a security, it's like calling hugging, punching, and arresting parents for beating up their kids. It is disgusting.
All right, so that's what Richard said, guys. Hopefully, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you think about that. If you read between the lines, to me, he's saying, hey, guys, maybe, start suing some of these guys for market manipulation. I mean, where would we be without a Gary Gensler lawsuit, the SEC lawsuit? And he's out there saying, oh, well, all these things are not securities. 2 or 3 years ago when he was working at, or when he was a college professor, maybe it was longer than that. But now he's over there saying that most of these cryptocurrencies are securities. And it's like, yeah, it is a little weird that now you're on the opposite end, huh? Now you're in the government and now you can regulate them. So one of the things that I thought was, I'm always interested in like religions, world religions, and one of the ones that I was really like had not studied but looked at it a lot just to see what they believe in, you know, not to get involved or anything, but just to see what they believe in. The Scientologist. So Scientologists back in the day were getting sued by the IRS for back taxes, almost $1 billion of back taxes. Now, love them or hate them, you know, I'm not saying I'm a fan, and I'm not a fan of them, but they all came together, guys, and made 2,500 lawsuits against the IRS for not letting them be a whatever the 501 a religious exemption. They wanted to get religious exemption, and the IRS was saying no for years. So they were going to tell them that they had to come back that they had over $1 billion of back taxes. Well, they ended up settling with the IRS for like $12 million, which, again, slap on the wrist. And now they are a religious exemption. So, you know, maybe is that what Hexicans are going to start doing? Is, you know, maybe 2,500 lawsuits against the SEC, or even more. I mean, just imagine all of the crypto people getting together and coming after some of these government agencies that are nefarious and malicious towards our group of people, right? Like, we don't have to do a class action. Just get every single person to have a lawsuit against these. It takes way more time. And I don't know, is that something that you could do? I'm not a lawyer. I'm not, you know, I'm just I'm an armchair lawyer. You know, I'm not even that. I like to listen to people that are smarter than me. So that's it, guys. I don't really have much more for you. Richard's stream was amazing. And like I said, we don't need Richard Hart streams to pump. And hopefully you guys understand that now. As you can see, we're down 9-point-something% today. So hopefully next time everybody's like begging for a Richard Hart stream, just remember it's not always the best. We're not always gonna pump because Richard Hart streams. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you guys hit the likes, hit the comment section, and I will see you guys tomorrow. See you guys later.